The story begins with a spacecraft called Orbiter 9, where a 20-year-old woman named Helena has been living alone for as long as she can remember. Her spaceship is on a long journey to a distant planet called Celis because Earth is no longer safe. Scientists sent her on this mission to see if Celis can support human life, but it will take another 20 years to get there. Helena's parents were with her, but 3 years ago, something went wrong with the spaceship and they lost a lot of oxygen. To save her, Helena's parents left the ship to make sure she had enough oxygen. Since then, she's been alone, with only the spaceship's artificial intelligence, AI, for company. Sadly, there isn't enough oxygen left to make it to Celis, and Helena hopes someone will come to rescue her. There are a lot of space stations nearby. One day, when the oxygen level drops to 1%, Helena starts to panic. The AI tells her that an engineer will arrive in 17 hours to fix the problem. Sure enough, an engineer named Alex arrives with his robot. Helena is shocked because she has never seen anyone else before. Alex says he has 50 hours to fix everything. As he works, Helena invites him to share a meal. At first, Alex isn't sure, but he agrees. Later that night, while Alex is asleep, Helena sneaks in and watches him. She admits she's never kissed anyone and will be alone for the next 20 years. She asks him for a kiss, and Alex agrees. When Alex finishes his work, he gets ready to leave, but Helena feels sad when he says goodbye in a casual way. After he leaves, Alex goes through a tunnel and into the open. The big surprise is that Alex was never in space, and neither was Helena. The spaceship is just a simulation in a secret lab on Earth. Helena has been part of an experiment for years. She's one of 10 people in a study called the Orbiter Project, which looks at how people react when they think they're in space. Alex is actually one of the scientists working on the project. After leaving the lab, Alex meets his boss, who says everything is going well with the experiment. The goal is to send a real spaceship to Celis in 20 years. The scientists are being careful after making mistakes in the past. A flashback shows that 5 years ago, Alex led a real mission to Celis, but the spaceship exploded soon after takeoff, and everyone died. This failure hurt Alex, and the project had to stop. Now, he feels guilty about the experiment. At home, his robot plays old recordings of Helena, making him feel even worse. The next day, Alex talks to his therapist, who communicates through a cartoon fox on a screen. Alex admits that something feels wrong about the experiment, and it makes him feel guilty. Unable to ignore his feelings, Alex decides to go back to the secret lab. He sneaks in and finds Helena's simulated spaceship. Helena is surprised when another spaceship docks with hers because she never asked for help. The door opens and Alex walks in without a spacesuit. He tells her the truth. She's not in space, but on Earth, part of the experiment. He asks her to come with him, but at first, Helena doesn't believe him and doesn't want to leave. To show her the truth, Alex points out the hidden cameras that have been watching her since she was a child. Helena is shocked, but she agrees to leave, though she's still unsure. Alex uses his robot to trick the sensors at the facility, making it seem like she's still on the spaceship, so the scientists won't notice. They escape, and for the first time, Helena steps outside into the sunlight. She feels the warmth of the sun on her skin, and it overwhelms her. To avoid being caught, Alex hides Helena in a box in his car while they pass through security. Once they're past the checkpoints, Alex explains the full story. He admits that his mission to fix the oxygen was just a cover. The real reason he came was to test the AI controlling her spaceship. Helena now understands everything and wants to meet her parents. Alex warns Helena not to run away because her parents are important scientists working on a project. They care more about the experiment's success than her safety. He tells her it's better if they never find out she escaped. Alex takes Helena to his house, and she's amazed by everything. She steps outside in the rain and feels it on her skin for the first time, which makes her really happy. The next day, Alex sees a psychiatrist and admits he helped Helena escape. For the first time, the psychiatrist steps out from behind the screen and gives Alex her business card, offering help if he needs it. When Alex gets home, He shows Helena his control room. They can see live footage of 10 other people who think they're in space, but they're actually part of a test on Earth. Alex explains that only their bedrooms and bathrooms are private. Everything else is watched. Helena gets scared the scientist will notice she's missing. But Alex says he's made it look like she's still on the spaceship by mixing old footage with new videos. He tells her the experiment will last 20 years. After that, the scientists will say there was a problem, and the people on the spaceship will need more time to reach a planet called Celis. By then, real spaceships will be ready to go. Alex says the people on the spaceship are important for humanity's future since Earth can't be lived on anymore. He admits he took Helena out of the simulation because he couldn't let her stay there. Later, Alex takes Helena to the doctor, who says her skin is very sensitive and warns him not to let her stay in the sun for too long. Alex then explains more about where Helena came from. The doctor tells him to be careful, as this could be dangerous for her. The next day, when Alex is at work, Helena finds a file about her. It says she was made by cloning and includes the address of her real parents. Shocked, Helena leaves and goes to see her parents. When she arrives, they are surprised to see her. She asks a lot of questions, and they finally tell her the truth. Even though she's a clone, she's a real person. She's the clone of their daughter, who died. But just then, Helena's dad grabs her and calls the company that created her. Her mom knocks him out and tells Helena to run away. She doesn't want Helena to go back to the controlled life she's lived for 20 years. Meanwhile, Alex comes home to find Helena's file is gone. He figures out she went to see her parents and waits for her to come back. When Helena returns, she confronts Alex. She accuses him of lying to her about being a real human. She now knows she's a clone. Alex apologizes for hiding the truth, but he knows the company will soon look for them. To protect her, Alex takes Helena to his psychiatrist's house. Meanwhile, Alex's boss, Kay, finds out that Alex took Helena. When Kay finds Alex's place empty, he tracks them to the psychiatrist's house. Alex and Helena hide in a room. But Kay suspects the psychiatrist is involved and orders his men to question her. When she refuses, they kill her. Helena hears the screams and gets scared, giving away their hiding spot. Kay's men start breaking the glass, and Alex pulls Helena away, escaping through the back door. But Kay's men follow them. They reach a wall, and Alex jumps over it, but Helena hesitates. Realizing they can't escape, she decides to give herself up so Alex can get away. Later, Alex gets a call from his doctor friend, who has bad news. The doctor says Helena can't survive on Earth because her body wasn't made for it. She was raised in the fake environment of Orbiter 9, and outside of it, she can't survive. Kay decides to shut down Orbiter 9 since Helena knows the truth and has been exposed to Earth. Kay gives Helena a terrible choice: decide how she will die. In a last attempt to save her, Alex goes to Kay and says Helena is pregnant with his child. He offers to return her to Orbiter 9, where she can survive. He promises to stay with her and even follow the mission to Celis when the real space mission happens. After thinking it over, Kay agrees because he doesn't want the truth about the project to be exposed. Alex and Helena return to Orbiter 9 and start a new life together. Years later, 20 years pass, and a young girl steps out of Orbiter 9. She is Helena and Alex's daughter. In the sky, a spaceship is on its way to the new planet, carrying Helena and Alex. And that's a wrap on Orbiter 9. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next recap.